and then when the set comes out, you get the best bargain bin prices for sniping singles that you could possibly ask for.
This set, yo, I'm like scrolling through all these rares, and I've only been looking at this set so far through the lens of value. Mythic slot, awesome. Rare slot, lots of jank. But you know what I'm noticing while I'm scrolling through this? All of these cards are super fun in Commander regardless of their value. You are looking at a Commander Masters set. This is double Masters 22, but this is Commander Masters is what we're getting here. Look at all these rares. Look at all these rares. There's not a ton of rares here that are not arguably Commander playable cards in the right deck. It's kind of crazy, especially if you're playing some sort of budget restriction deck and you want, you know, a draw spell tacked on to a flying trampling creature that you can sink a ton of mana into. Yeah, it's not the most expensive card ever, but it's sick. If you want some sort of non-token creature you control dies, any sort of Aristocrats deck you play is going to want that card. Oracle of Moldiah reprint, Panharmonicon reprint. You know,
you have some good modern cards in here as well with Prized Amalgam and a couple of the commands.
Yes.
Resto Angel.
Resto Angel. I mean, reprints of Skullbriar, reprints of Shattergang. Yeah.
I mean, I think maybe the sentiment then is, you know, we can't expect all cards to have a high price.
Yeah,
you know,
100%.
like there's a lot of really good cards in this set that don't have a lot of value.
For sure.
So could you get them on the secondary market for cheaper than buying here? Yeah. Absolutely, you could.
But look at what this is also doing to budget Commander. I mean, this Liege being a $4 card with only one printing. Any of these elementals that are giving one color +1/+1, another color +1/+1, and then has an ability on top of that. These, for a budget Commander deck, you know, $5 cards, you have to make a consideration when you're building like $150 budget Commander deck, and that's your whole goal. Shout out to our Commander League. But if you're getting a reprint of a card like this, this is making this card $1 or $2 for your average Commander player to just to go and pick up. I know on the channel we're very financially minded, so we're always talking about the tip top most value. That's what we're trying to open. But for the average Commander player, I really think that this set is doing a lot of good things with all of these reprints, man. These are so fun and playable.
You know what? Before we wrap this out, I would like to take a look at money uncommons that they put in the set. Maybe if we filter out rares and we filter out mythics and we just take a look at the uncommon slot so far and see what kind of value we currently have in there.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that kind of goes with what we were saying is, you know, it's a lot of really fun. Oh my God, look at that Bloodbraid Elf. I hadn't even seen that. That's beautiful.
Because when you get like the remands of the set and the Path to Exiles of the set, that's where some really good value comes up, because most of the time you can count on getting some good exactly. So we do have Path, we have Lightning Bolt,
and this is,
but
notably,
other than that,
Path to Exile, this art is notably only available in one special spot. I forget what people were saying. Here we go. Here we go. It's a Friday Night Magic from 2015.
Right.
And so we're getting this art now back into rotation. So a lot of people are happy with that, because we have gotten a ton of Path to Exiles over the last 3 or 4 years. But yeah, I mean, looking at reprints of Crackling Doom, that's not really holding a ton of value. Yeah,
I do think the bounce lands are going to be desirable, especially with the new art.
Yeah, you've got the extendos of these. I don't really like these lands in Commander, but they do have their place, especially in budget. And these borderless ones are pretty sweet. I'm not going to lie. I always like a good borderless special version. So, you know, I mean, looking at the value of the uncommon slot, Jake, a lot of these, chat, you have to see, like right here, it goes back to A, B, B, C, C, C. So it goes back
Blood
to...
Artist is good.
It goes back
Cold
to...
Steel Heart is fun.
You're looking at alphabetical order here, because a lot of these are going off pre-order prices of this set. And so we're not looking really at cards whose older prints may have value. We're looking at the current prices of these in this set. So the sorting by price here is not going to be super helpful until the set is actually out And all of these
Devoted Druid.
all of these cards have versions that are, legitimate and paid for at that point. Eternal Witness Borderless, that's pretty cool. $4, typically. I bet this one will hold more like an 8 version. You're looking at the Secret Layers, it's got an $8 tag. That seems comparable. Foil maybe a little bit more. Ultimate Box Topper still holding a $54 price tag. Pre-variant Eternal Witness there. Inquisition's kind of cool.
Inquisition is good. That's a good one. Lotlith Troll down to uncommon is I remember when Lotlith Troll came out in Return to Ravnica, and people thought this card was going to do big things. Rancor is a great card. Rancor is a card, if you pull that in draft, you just absolutely, that is always a pack one, pick one for me. It's just going to be really good.
Scion of Darkness, this is a downshift as well. Down to uncommon from rare. I remember this card in Legions, bro.
Love cycling.
That's back when I started playing, was right before it was Odyssey block. I started playing right at Apocalypse. Was my very first set on the shelves while I started playing. Reprints of Terminate
is sexy.
Yeah,
that's a good one.
Look at this. We got this version of Terminate here. So
I love that.
Yeah,
I love
foils
that.
of that are going to be really sweet because that art is sick, and the extended version there is just so nice, so nice. So I think that'll be a highly desired foil from this set as far as the uncommon slot goes. Unburial Rites, highly playable. I mean, that's
Washout is pretty good. Washout is almost like a budget Cyclonic Rift in a way.
Yeah, for sure. And so, I mean, the point still stands, Jake. It's kind of interesting. We're not in the uncommon, in the rare slot. We saw it when we looked at the charts earlier. This is a set where a ton of the value is you want to pull mythics. But for a commander player, this set is kind of insane across the board from uncommon up. We'll have to look at the commons another day, but I mean, from uncommon up, buying a bunch of this bulk, if you can get a bunch of the bulk uncommon and rares, you're gonna have the basis for a nice little starter collection, because a lot of, you're not playing CDH out of the gate, but these are like playable, fun cards to really found your put a nice little foundation under your collection for commander.
And if you don't have Lightning Bolt is a great for modern. So if you've ever wanted to play modern, you don't have your bolts, get them now. Path to Exile, I'll say the same thing,
They've brought this,
and Lightning Bolt has been reprinted a lot, right? So it's not a super expensive card, but now's a great time to get it.
Love this Double Masters treatment right here. These foils will probably be pretty desirable. Excuse me.
It depends on if they're all pringled up. I'm hoping that the foil quality on this set is really good. That's something I would focus on a premium set, is make sure that the foil quality is really nice right out the gate.
You're talking about an iconic card when you talk about Lightning Bolt, one of the most nameable cards. If you were like name 5 Magic cards, people are going to say Lightning Bolt if they can say any cards. And so, I mean, you're looking at one that's just been reprinted into the absolute dirt. It's got an excellent amount of treatments.
Yeah.
You've got your choice of how you want to present Lightning Bolt in your deck, but it's always a good limited card. It's been a while since it's been in standard. So yeah, I mean,
why would foil quality change? I'm just trying to be hopeful.
Come on, yo. Not like that. Not with that attitude. You're responsible for foil quality changing, Zamatax. They emailed us. They said, here's your preview card, and just know that Zamatax's position positively or negatively on foil quality, that's what determines it. So you got a lot of pressure on your shoulders, okay? And with that attitude, we're never gonna get what we need. So let's go. Come on. Let's go. So across the board, Jake, not a ton of value in your commons. I mean, in your uncommons and your rares currently at time of shooting this, but Mythic slot sick. And across the board, they should have called this Commander Legends 2. Named the last set
Double Masters. Commander Legends 2 Double Masters 2022.
Exactly. There
Some
you go.
businesses still know how business is. I don't remember that mean.
Scranton Area Paper Company Dunder Mifflin apologizes to valued client. Some companies still know how business is done. Dungeons and Dragons Commander Legends Battle for Baldur's Gate 2 Double Masters 22.
I wish that were the title. It would be really difficult for us to figure out how to title videos.
It's just so frustrating they put Commander Legends on the title on that freaking set, man. I'm still upset about that.